Hello everyone, this is Oluwaseun Amuda from GMI Training Institute, and today we'll be talking about S3 website hosting and how do you host your custom domain name on your hosted zone Route 53. So that's what we'll be talking about today. And as you can see, so if you want to host your website on your S3 bucket, that's S3 your static website. You use static website majorly for S3. So this is the S3 bucket, this is the cloud front, and this is the user. This is Route 53, as you can see. So this is how it looks like. But for this project, or for the practical purpose, we won't be talking about the cloud front and the AWS Certification Manager. But to configure it is very easy. So it's just the same as this. All you just need to do is get your certification manager, get your CNAME, and configure this using the wizard, and that's all. You just link it to this directly. That's all you have to do. So the first thing we'll be talking about in this video is the how to go about your domain name. How do you get a free domain, and how do you attach this domain name to be hosted on your hosted zone Route 53. So that's the first thing, and so let's start. So in this website, you'll be creating a free domain for yourself, at least for the validity period of a year or 11 months. 11 months. So after 11 months, you start paying for the remaining if you want to continue to use the domain. So that's how it is. So let's look for a free domain name, and let's register a new domain. Okay, let's go with this. Let's check if it has not been used. Click on check, and still waiting for it. Oh, it's slow. Let's start again. Okay, so this is still free, but let's use this. Let's go. Okay, let's go with this. You can pick anyone. Let's go with ML, and let's check out with this. So we are going with what Oluwaseun.ml. So the domain name is free, and these other ones you're going to use it for some purpose, so you have to pay for them. As you can see, you have to pay. So but let's go for the free one. Sorry about the network. Period 3 months at free. Let's go with 11 months. So let me click continue. So I agree with because I'm already logged in already. So as me, I'm not logged in, you'll be asked to verify your email address and fill in your information. So because I'm logged in, so you don't have to do that. So let's just complete the order. As you can see, it's free, 0 USD. Okay, it says unable to verify for a moment. Okay, I am. Let's load again. So I think we are done. Yeah, so let's go back. I think it's done. So let's go and check our domain. Let's go back to the domain menu and let's see where it's free already, whether it belongs to me already. So let's go on. Let's search for. Okay, let me sign in. I have to sign in. Okay, so let me log in and search for my domains. So here it is. Oluwaseun.ml is active. So by default, so let's take a look at some things here. So the expiring date, as you can see, That's next year, as you can see, next year. So I can decide to upgrade it. I can decide to upgrade if I wish, and if I don't, I can just leave it, and it's going to expire. Once it expires, then it becomes available. As you can see. So let's go to the management to name server. So by default, Freenom is the one who runs the server. So they runs the server. That is, they said you can change where your domain points to. Please be aware, changes can take up to 24 hours to propagate. As you can see. Now, if I want to use a custom name server, like, okay, I want to link it to my AWS account. So how do I do that? And so let's go and create our Route 53 host zone. So we use Route 53 host zone to connect. If you already have a domain name and you want to host it, you want to route traffic to it via the AWS platform, you use what? Host zone, Route 53 host zone. So let's go to Route 53. So this console. Okay, still loading. Okay, so this is the host test zone. So we need to create one host test zone in order to host 8 here. So you see, click on create host test zone. Then what's our domain name? Oluwaseun.ml. Take note. Description, not necessarily. Public host test zone, yes. So let's create. So it's done, and we already have this. So this is what we are going to copy. This is the name server. So we are going to copy this name server into the name box over there. Remember, do not copy the dots. Do not copy the dots with it. So you click on copy, you come here, you paste. See, the dot is not there. Then you come here again, you copy, Ctrl V, come here again, you copy, like that. So you copy, come here, Ctrl V. So that's 4. That's the name server has 4. So you come here, you copy again, Ctrl V. So you click on change name server. So I guess once it's done, then we just switch the hosting. Now Route 53 will be hosting this domain. Okay, so it has confirmed. So let me log in. So let me log in. Now let's check the name server again if it has. So it's successful, as you can see. Now this is how you create a free domain, and this is how you connect it to the AWS. If you want Route 53 to route traffic to it, this is how you do it. So now let's go and create our S3 website, static website hosting, and we are going to link this domain to it. So let's go on. So this is the S3 Amazon S3 homepage, and we want to host this on S3. We want to host the website on S3. So what we are going to do now is we are going to create a bucket that has the name of the domain we want to connect to it. So let's create a bucket. So the bucket name will be what? Oluwaseun.ml, as you can see. And let's pick, okay, the zoning. I actually prefer that Virginia. Then no, if you want to use it for a static website, then you have to allow public access. So let's create. it says please. Okay. Yeah, so that's it. We are good to go. Okay, so it says object can be public. So the next thing we're going to do right now is we are going to make this public. It's only under the assumption that it can be public. So how do we give it permission? How do we allow traffic to it? So we have to create a bucket policy, and of course we might not know the code of, and all just need to do is click on learn more. Okay, this is not what we want. Bucket policy, that's what we need. Bucket policy. So we need examples of bucket policy. So this one give permission to no, we don't need this. Okay, yeah, so this is what we need. Anonymous user, that's public. We want to make it public because we are using it for website hosting. So if you read the warning sign, it shows what we use it for static website hosting. As you can see, Amazon, unless you specifically need it such as static website hosting. So that's what we use it for. So let's go back and edit this. So let's Control V. So we're going to change the bucket name. That's what we just got to do. You edit, and we put in our bucket name, which is what Oluwaseun .ml. Oluwaseun.ml. Then you save changes. So that's it, and it says what's access public. So it's public. Now the next thing is we're gonna allow static website hosting. So we're going to allow static website hosting. Okay, yeah. So we did this. Click on enable host a static. So and the name of the HTML file I'll be uploading is des.html. So this is optional, and so let's save changes. So there's one thing you need to know about HTML is the fact that you have to any file that you need, you have to put them in the same location. Any file that is going to you are calling on, you have to put them in the same folder. So let's upload. So I want to add a file, and that would be HTML. Okay, let's check on this. Okay, so let's open this. Then we upload. So it says uploading. It's uploading already. Okay, it shouldn't take as long as this. Okay, so we are done with the upload. So now let's go and check the S3 URL for static website hosting if it's working. So let's check it out. Okay, as you can see, this is the website and it's perfectly fine. It's working perfectly. Now what do we notice right here is that this Oluwaseun.ml and still having the S3.dd. So we don't need, what we actually want is the fact that we want to input this domain name, so that anytime I enter Oluwaseun.ml, you see that, let's check. So if anytime I enter Oluwaseun.ml, Oluwaseun.ml, it's not going to work. As you can see, it's not working. So now let's go back to this and let's go to Route 53. So we have to connect these buckets to Route 53. Let's go back. So hostel zone, click on the hostel zone. So the cost of the domain is $0.5, which is that's 50 cents per 25 hosted zone. So it's Oluwaseun.ml. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a record that is going to attach this to the S3. So you always use alias, it makes it easier for you to use. So S3 website hosting region, I guess we used not Virginia at that time, and Oluwaseun.ml, as you can see. So you create the record. So that's it. So now let's go back and reload this page. Okay, ML, it should load. It's not loading. Okay, it should. Okay, Oluwaseun.ml, and let's reload. Okay, let's go back and check our S3 buckets. So S3, let's see the problem with it. Let's check out the problem with it. So this is Oluwaseun.ml, and let's go to the property. So it's still loading, and it should be routing the traffic to Oluwaseun.ml. So it's still not working. Okay, what literally happened is the fact that it takes up to 24 hours for the domain to be attached to the at least a minimum of less than 24 hours for the domain to be attached to AWS. So okay, well, now let's check that first again. Let's check that first again. So let's go to our Route 53. Okay, no, I'm going to let's reload this. Okay, let me go back to Route 53 and let's go with the DNS. Okay. Let me delete this record and create another one. So let's create the record again and let's see the problem with it. Okay, S3 website endpoint, then the region is not Virginia and Oluwaseun.ml. So let's okay, yeah, let's create. So it's creating, and so okay, that's 3 already. So let's reload HTML. Let's reload. Okay, so this is it. So here we go, Oluwaseun.ml, as you can see. So that's how you connect your domain name to your custom domain name to your website hosting. So let's go ahead and click on the S3 URL and let's see what it's going to give us. So generally it takes time for this to configure with the domain name, so that was the reason for the delay. So it takes time, so you have to wait for like at least 10 minutes for it to accept those domains. Actually, you know, in the free non they said 24 hours, less than 24 hours, but it takes around 10 minutes or so. So okay, let's get our properties. Let's check. So if I click on this URL, it's going to redirect me to oluwaseun.ml. So let's see. No, it's still the same thing. Okay. So both URL are running as oluwaseun.ml. So that's just it. That's how you go about it. So anytime if I type oluwaseun.ml, it's going to redirect me back to this website. So that's just how you go about it. So if I want this S3, okay, there's still more to this. So actually, if I want this S3 to redirect me to this oluwaseun.ml, I'm going to use CNAME and CloudFront. CNAME basically does this, while we use CloudFront for latency issue. So that's how you go about it. So remember to subscribe to my YouTube video to receive update on the next video. So thank you very much for watching.